Although it wasn't on our original plan for this trip, we have a hard time coming to the Southwest and not going to the Grand Canyon. Linda was able to get some permits for backpacking down into the canyon for a few nights, and so we came to the South Rim to start on that trip. As it turned out, the first day we were supposed to start down into the canyon was the day that a fairly major winter storm was forecast for the Grand Canyon area. So we postponed our descent into the canyon by one day and spent a day up on the rim enjoying the snowstorm from the comfort of the Bright Angel Lodge. Although we've been to the Grand Canyon several times, it has never been in the wintertime or when there's been snow on the South Rim. So it was a real treat to be able to see what the canyon looks like with the snow, to experience the snow on the South Rim, and to just wait out the weather there. A power outage in the South Rim village just added to the excitement, so rather than sit in our increasingly colder room, we decided to go out and take a walk along the rim. The canyon was beautiful in its winter coat, and it just increased our anticipation of going down into the canyon the following day. Waiting at the backcountry office for the 9 o'clock hiker shuttle. That's a blast from a depressing past. We're not alone. There are other people who are apparently headed out to South Kaibab as well. So we're not the only crazy ones for going down South Kaibab.
So we're up at South Kaibab. Just got dropped off. All set to go. And we're going to head down in this beautiful snow. We had quite a storm yesterday. But it's looking nice now. More weather's supposed to come in this afternoon and evening. But right now it's looking gorgeous. So here we are going down the South Kaibab. I always get so excited when we start down. It's just, I mean, look at that. It's just so gorgeous. And this time we're going with snow. So we've got this white against the red, against the blue. I'm excited. It's so beautiful. Oh gosh. Gorgeous.
It has not been icy at all, it's only been snowy, so the cleats have had good purchase and we haven't felt insecure at all. It's going to be hard to make any progress down the trail because we're going to be wanting to stop to take pictures all the time. Come down there so far. Just got started really. But this is what we're going down.
We are just below Uha Point here. The next kind of point below Uha Point. Which is right up there. That point up there is Uha Point.
A couple of ravens sitting here in this tree, admiring the view, no doubt. We're at Cedar Point. After a brief delayering and snack stop at Cedar Point, we're heading on, continuing on down the trail. You can see the mule tracks. They continue to operate the mules even in the wintertime. I guess they still resupply Phantom Ranch. People go down to Phantom Ranch in the wintertime to stay. We stopped a little ways back and took our spikes off because we were getting pretty much out of the snow, but now we're kind of wondering if we were a little premature. It's not just snow that makes the trail slippery, it's also the mud. And this trail is muddy. So we're having to walk cautiously, look for areas that are still frozen or just dry, like this area right here isn't so bad. It may be muddy all the way down, I don't know, because it was either snowing or raining all the way down.
Not down to the tip-off yet, but we got one of our first glimpses of the Colorado River. There she is, and she's looking pretty green right now, not all turned up. Oops, there we are. Trail down there, zigzagging down. Isn't that awesome? That is so cool. Oh, I am in my happy place. Isn't it amazing?
Amazing.
Oh, it's so wonderful. Let's see if I can. There are mules on the way up.
Whatever.
Thanks for waiting for us.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was in the turn there.
Down below us we can see what's called the tip-off. It's got a rest shelter, a restroom, and it's also where the trail heads off to Havasupai Gardens. That's the way we will go out on Sunday. We'll come up to the tip-off and then across the Tonto Plateau to Havasupai Gardens and out. This is what the tip-off looks like close up. Got this nice shelter. Solar-powered bathroom over here. Composting toilet or something. I feel like we're racing the rain a little bit. It's supposed to come in this afternoon. We'd really like to be down at the campground with our tent set up before that really comes in earnest. The wind is feeling a little chillier. We both put on our upper Gore-Tex jackets.
Prepared.
Just in case. A little sunny right now, but we could get rain before we get down. I guess it's 2.3 miles down to the campground from here. This plateau that we're on is called the Tonto Plateau. There's a Tonto Plateau on the south side of the river and on the north side of the river. We've hiked along the Tonto Plateau a fair amount. It's kind of a medium plateau between the top of the canyon and then the bottom. So we're now descending below the Tonto. And from here it's a fairly steep drop, I guess I'd say, down to the Colorado itself. If you've never been in the... Oh, it did? Yeah. If you've never been in the canyon, you might think that it's like standing at the bottom of a mile-high slot canyon, but it's really not. I mean, look how wide open it is. You wouldn't really know that you're in the Grand Canyon if you didn't already know it. You know, there's many places you could hike where you see mesas and buttes above you like this. But it's really pretty wide open down here. That's because the canyon is so vast, so large. But when you're climbing out of it, or when you're coming into it, you know that you're doing a lot of elevation gain or loss, and that's when you know you're going into a significant canyon. See the Colorado down there, and I can actually hear it now for the first time. And there's Linda doing a selfie, as women are wont to do.
Seeing the first view of the Black Bridge right there. And then there's some rafters over there on the beach.
Look at this wavy pattern on this rock. It's kind of cool. No, I just wanted to get you. Keep walking. We're approaching the Black Bridge, approaching the Colorado. We're almost to the bottom of the canyon. In effect, we are at the bottom of the canyon, but
Stop recording. We're about to go through the tunnel to the Black Bridge. The hard part is behind us. All that down. I think that's easier than the down. Ooh, maybe I should have stop recording. I love it here.
we found our campsite and we're all set up. Both of us think of the last couple nights on the PCT where we pitched our tent in a low spot and ended up being flooded. So we're anxious that that not happen again. There's supposed to be pretty certain chance of rain tonight. So we're hoping that we have allowed for the slope of the land and where the water is going to flow, and we'll stay dry. And we're trying to get dinner eaten so that we can get into the tent before the rain starts. This is the Bright Angel campground. It's got running water, which is nice, and a bathroom. And most of the sites are unoccupied, as you would expect during the off-season. I thank you for a safe hike down here. Thank you that the ice and snow were manageable at the top, and what a beautiful place you brought us to. We just pray that you bless us food for our bodies. Help us to have a good night's sleep tonight. Pray that we'll stay dry and everybody else here in the campground as well. And we'll have a good day tomorrow, hiking and exploring the canyon.
So, eating pesto chicken.
Pasta with chicken.
Not bad.
This is the inside of the lodge at Phantom Ranch.
6.
We're gonna play a game of 10,000 while we drink our very expensive coffee. The bottom of the canyon offers two different accommodation types. First, there's Phantom Ranch, which has some cabins and a food service operation down there for people who want to glamp a little bit more. And then there's Bright Angel Campground for those who have hauled their camping gear down on their backs and want to have a camping experience. Even Bright Angel Campground isn't a true wilderness backpacking experience, since it offers flush toilets and running potable water.
There's Bright Angel Creek, and our tent, our copper spur is right there. Here's our camp.
Our permit allowed us 2 nights in the Bright Angel Campground at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. So we decided to spend our day there hiking a little bit on the Clear Creek Trail, which would take us to overlooks of Phantom Ranch and the Colorado River. We're still slogging our way up the Clear Creek Trail. We got to the overlook of the ranch, but we're trying to get to the overlook of the river. We think it's just up here, but it keeps being just around the next bend. Okay, we can see the Black Bridge from here.
Black Bridge.
There's the river down there.
So I'm gonna zoom in to the South Kaibab that we came down yesterday. Let's see. You can see it there.
From here it looked pretty precarious, but it never felt
Yeah.
that precarious.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. We were up on the North Tonto. There's a silver bridge down there. Can't see the black bridge right now. It's below this rock. You can see the Colorado River up there. You can see our trails. See the Bright Angel. See the South Kaibab Trail right there. Colorado River.
That's what we came down yesterday and what we'll be going up tomorrow.
Chilling at Phantom Ranch by the lodge, or it's where you can buy things and eat their dinner. I guess it's the lodge here at Phantom Ranch. We found a sunny spot, so rather than going to camp, we're just sitting here. Very pleasant. And you can't beat the view.
We were sitting over at the store working on videos and just enjoying the sunshine, and we were just about to come back because the sun disappeared behind the mountain here, and this lady approached us and asked if we were staying here and if we had dinner bought, and we said no. She said because they had 2 people at their party who hadn't been able to come, and their dinners are already paid for and they can't get a refund, so did we want to be their guests for dinner?
I could do some steak.
And earlier today, Linda was saying she could use some steak. So I guess we're going to have a steak dinner tonight. So that's nice.
Trail magic.
Trail magic,
Trail magic, still happening. Video.
Well, we're back from dinner. We had a very pleasant steak dinner with the ladies in the group that invited us, as well as Dave, who just was down here by himself and was at our table, and just enjoyed talking with them. Dinner was steak, baked potato, carrots, cornbread, salad. Am I missing
Chocolate cake
it?
for dessert.
And then chocolate cake for dessert. So
water and iced tea.
water and iced tea were offered as beverages. So it was very nice. The steak was good, and everything was very good, and we really appreciated the invite. So
Yes, we had 8 Trail Angel 80s. There were 8 of them, right?
well, I think so.
Because I think there were supposed to be 10.
Yeah, and then 2
So-
had to bail.
Anyway, that was a real treat that they treated us like that.
Yeah.
Got to have a Phantom Ranch steak dinner. Pretty special.
Yep.
Pretty nice of them.
So it's probably about 6:30 or so. We're going to bed again. Last night we were in bed for 14 hours.
Did we get in bed like 5:30 last
I
night?
thought it was
Or
6:30.
5? I thought it was earlier because I thought it started to rain around 5.
Yeah, anyway. Well, all good things must end, and so must end our camping down here at the bottom of the canyon. Today we hike up to the tip-off and then along the Tonto Plateau over to Havasupai Gardens. And we'll camp there tonight. And then tomorrow out of the canyon entirely. But we're all packed up, ready to go. Been a nice place. Beautiful campground. I have to wonder how they got a machine like that and one down there, down here into the canyon. Must have had a big Chinook helicopter drop it off, or I don't know that they could have rafted it in. Several rapids and things it would have had to go through. I don't know, maybe they could have. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. You wonder how they got it in here, but that is a big heavy thing. I'd like to know.
We've got a mule team coming down South Kaibab just above the bridge. Getting there. We just have to go up that now, and we'll be at the tip-off and have our second breakfast. That's not much, right? Here we go.
We're arriving at the tip-off where we're going to have our second breakfast. Beautiful sunny day. Cool. Cool wind blowing, but no precipitation in the forecast.
That is a lovely sight. That's the building at the tip-off. And breakfast. And a break. And most of the climb for the day. Whew, that was a steep climb. I am glad for a rest and breakfast. So that's a lovely sight.
Second breakfast at the tip-off. Mine's steeping, cooking, whatever. Trying to find a place to light the stove out of the wind. It's kind of breezy up here. This is the Tonto trail, so you can see we're kind of just on the level. I mean, it's not completely level, of course, but with not a lot of up and down, not like climbing into or out of the canyon. Up there is the rim, and then down there is the inner canyon, the river. And we seem to be getting a break from the wind. It was really windy back at the tip-off. We were picturing being blown all the way to Indian Gardens. Right now it's just kind of a gentle breeze. I'm sure we'll get more wind as we go. This shows why the Tonto is longer. The trail is longer than just the straight line distance. There's all these side canyons that go off of the main canyon that we have to walk to the back of, or at least walk to where we can get across them. If the Park Service ever sees fit to build bridges across these, then that'll shorten the trail considerably, but I don't ever picture that happening.
That's the gorge we're trying to get around, because we need to get on the Tonto over on that side to continue on to Indian Garden. But we've got this big chasm here we're having to walk way around.
We're finally coming to the back of that side canyon. We're about to cross over and start climbing out of it on the other side. Look down into the canyon, you can see it gets deep very quickly. Kind of interesting sometime to follow one of those down, I guess. I mean, there are some places where the trail takes you down there. We went down to a beach several years ago, I guess Monument Beach, and that kind of took you into one of these canyons and out to the river. If you just picked a random one and started going, though, I suppose you could get yourself into some problems. Get cliffed out or get yourself in a situation where you can't go forward and maybe you also can't go back.
Get it to the other side of that gorge, of that side canyon. We had to go way up in there and around, and now we are on the other side.
They're working on the pipeline from to the south rim because the water is always a problem up there, and I guess they're trying to make it more dependable. We have arrived at our campsite at Indian Gardens, Havasupai Gardens. Well, usual departure video. We're packed up, ready to hit the trail. We have 4.5 miles to go today, but about half a mile of elevation gain, so that's going to be the challenge. Slow and steady. Got this water pipe going up to the south rim. I don't know if it's still being used or not. They're redoing the water system here. Not sure exactly what all that involves. This is our route up. We look up there and we think, where is our trail? But there's always a trail, one way or the other.
So we're coming up on 3 Mile House up there, which means we've only gone 1.5 miles. But you can see Indian Gardens down there. That's where we come from. But we got another 3 miles to go. But there's the 3 Mile House. The next goal is the 1.5 mile house. And then the next goal is the rim.
We're pretty much constantly on snow now. We'll be putting our cleats on up here at 1.5 mile house, if not before. The Bright Angel Trail doesn't get as much sunshine as South Kaibab, so it's actually snowier for longer, even though it's not as steep a trail. Oh, mules. Hi, trying to get over, sorry. Okay, go ahead. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, this is a this is a light load.
Okay, we made another 1.5 miles up to the 1.5 mile rest hut. That means we only have 1.5 miles to go to get up there.
These tunnels mean we're getting close to the top. Well, we're past 1.5 mile house and we still haven't spiked up. Hello.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just snow seems fairly grippy, and going up is different than going down, so we just didn't bother. I don't think we'll regret it, but if we do, then I guess we'll regret it. Last glimpses out into the canyon. Here we are.
We are up at the top, the south rim again, and we're going to have to say goodbye to this beautiful, magnificent place. I never tire of coming back here. This has got to be one of my favorites. It's just so huge, and all the colors, and just love it. Goodbye again till we come again.